Hey everybody, I have something very special to show you. I am very excited about this because if there's one thing that I hate and that every fish tank owner hates, it's doing constant, painful water changes by carrying buckets back and forth. So, I give you, ladies and gentlemen, a piece of plastic hosing. Here's the plan. 25-foot piece of hosing. One end is going to go into the tank here, and one end is going to go straight into this toilet. Like so. Bam! Now, I don't have to carry anything back and forth. I'm just going to put this end inside the tank. I have a little filter here so that my fish don't actually get stuck in this while I do it. This is going to go right in the back. I'm actually going to be able to close the lid right over it. It's going to go right in here. Right inside the tank. Hi, Leonidas. I'm going to close this right back up. Get the little pump. This here is the little hand pump that came with my auto siphon kit. Now I got this piece of hosing to match that kit so that it would all fit together nicely. Alright. So we'll start this off. This has a little in and out. Put it in the in and point it in the direction here and start pumping. I can already see water coming in. Oh, there it comes. Here it comes. Oh, it is just going. I only pumped this thing a couple times. Starting to pause a little here. Give it another good pump. Now it's starting to flow. Not quite. It is all full up with water that I can see here. But not quite yet. Maybe it's kinked somewhere. Have a look along the hose. See, it's all full. Oh, hi, Knox. Oh, here we go. This is where we got lots of air still here in the line. And yes, indeed, it is kinked right here at the edge. Can you see that? So, if we can unkink that, we should get much better water flow. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Maybe if we pump it a few more times. Alright, 2 more pumps and it was good to go. It is now flowing steadily. You see the last couple of bubbles leaving the lines there. And that is some steady water flow. Now I don't want the pump in there, so I'm just going to intentionally kink the hose right there. Remove the pump. Put my thumb right over the end just like you would a garden hose, because now there's pressure behind it just like that. And I want to shut it in here so it'll kind of hold it still. There it goes. Yeah, Knox is checking it out, seeing what's going on. That will just kind of continuously drain until I stop it from doing so. Yeah, interesting, right? Alright, as that is continuing to drain out into the toilet here, I'm going to show you my system to put the water back. So I'll use a big tub to mix the water and to do the dechlorinization. Plastic Rubbermaid bin. Set it right up on top of the tank. I feel like it's most secure right on the edge where it sits, where its weight is supported below it, rather than putting it in the middle, because this part in the back has no actual support. There's a little bit of water in there, and then I'm going to continue to feed water into there with buckets. I'd love to find a way to get a hose to feed that. That's the next step, but for now, that's what I'll do, and then water will siphon from there into the tank using the regular auto siphon kit. So old water draining out, new water draining in. I am going to wait for the water to completely finish draining before putting new water in. I'm not taking fresh water and then immediately siphoning it straight back out, even though I know that would only be a small percentage. I am going to wait just so I know for sure that it's a 50% change. Alright, we are down at 50% level, so we can stop the tank from draining and start adding new water. So, all we got to do that is pull this hose out. There we go, and you can see the water is draining straight out. We are done with the draining phase, and we are going to start adding new water to the tank from that reservoir that I've got on top. So now all I have to do to start this process is to start pumping the hand pump here. It's going to take it from inside, and this goes right in the back, right down to here, and you'll see the water start to come through. Bubbles. There it goes. Sorry, buddy. And it is flowing all on its own. So this is starting to drain here into the tank. As you can see, I don't really need to tend to it at all. I do, however, need to continue filling up the top because that's not enough to replenish what I've removed from the tank. So I'm going to continue filling buckets. Usually I'll fill one in the shower and then one in the kitchen sink at the same time. Okay, well, this is going to take some time, and because this is basically automated at this point, draining into this tank, refilling this tank, I'm going to start draining my other tank. This is right now acting as a quarantine tank for new fish. I've only got one little guy in there right now, but this one also needs a water change, so we're going to do the exact same thing with this nice big long hose. So you can see I've got the sponge on the end there, keep him from getting stuck in there. I have lost, I think, 2 of my Black Phantom Tetras to the filtration intake, and so I bought these little sponges. I'm going to make sure I use them whenever I can. So, there we go. Stay. That's not really good enough. Please stay. Well, that might be good enough. Alright, so I'm going to use this pump to get the water started here. Here I have the drain into the toilet, and I've got this little valve on it, so you can see right now it's turned on. I could also turn it off if need be, but I want it on right now. Alright, so this is that hand pump again. The inside is on this side, so I want to just start to prime this hose, and hopefully this works. I think that just worked earlier. There we go, we got water already. And we have water flow. Look at that. All right. That was easy. So now we've got one tank filling, one tank draining. Trying not to trip on this hose running across my floor. And I actually have time to take a breather. I don't believe it, but this happens so incredibly fast. This tank is already at about 50% already. That was so quick. Alright, so we need to stop this from draining simply by lifting this out of the water. That will make the water drain straight out of the hose. All right, we are nearly there with the 75-gallon tank. You can see it's just got a little bit further to fill here. And then the 25-gallon here we're going to have to fill. I'm just going to use the same bucket and just transfer the hose over to this one so that the water's flowing into this one instead. So I'm going to continue filling that bucket. Well, folks, that's all I have for you today. My fish appear to be very happy right now with their fresh, clean water. And my cat really wants my attention. Knox will be right there. Here's my little quarantine buddy. He's doing just fine as well. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.